In these card readings, I focus on connections and relationships because they are so important in showing us who we are and helping us to grow. In these readings, you can expect me to speak truth in kindness, as this is how we get to self understanding. Show your support with a thumbs up and consider subscribing. You can find more info and links to help you on your journey in the description box. Welcome to Self Discovery Support. Okay. So today we're just doing vibe check and insights, right? So we're just going to check in, but some things might come out that are specific. All right. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to choose A, B, or C. And I am gonna use, okay, so the card we're using today is, card deck is the Therapy Toolkit. And we're gonna also be using of Oracle deck. I hope my voice holds out for this because I'm having a bit of a sore throat. But all right, gonna give you a chance to choose. All right, so if you chose Group A, we're gonna start with you now. All right, so if you chose Group A, this is gonna be your reading. All right, the card you have, Group A, is the self-worth card. So we're looking at the vibe. We're doing a vibe check, right, in your connection, and we're gonna get some insights in there. All right, so this is a self-worth card, and it talks about what governs our self-worth, like what we experience and how it comes back from childhood, and how it can also like reflect in how we seek positive or negative attention, and also how it shapes how relationships today. All right, so this has some effects. This energy, this situation, or this issue rather, has some effect on your connection or relationship, the one that you clicked on to find out about. This is for Group A, right? So we're gonna find out some more now, but either share a shared issue between you and your person, or it could be your person, or it could be you, right? So we're gonna find out more what's happening in this situation for Group A. I just want to find out what is the issue or situation for Group A right now in their connection. Ace of Diamonds, Ace of Hearts in reverse, but I'm going to put that upright because that was already reversed in the deck and I should have put it upright. Four of Spades, King of Hearts, Eight of Diamonds. Okay, we got two, Queen of Hearts and Five of Diamonds. All right, let's see what is going on. Three of Clubs, which means that people seem to be waiting. People are waiting, not making a move, it feels like, for Group A. Now, there is somebody here that's saying that I have love for my person. I have feelings here. And because of that, I want a new start. And this could be old. We're going to find out in the process, but this can be somebody who's like, you know them before, or somebody that is new. There's a lot of new energy here. If you're Group A, me that it's either that you are reuniting and everything is going to feel new, as in maybe people have worked on themselves or are trying to approach things in a different way. So it's a real kind of like reigniting type of energy, or renewal is what I should say. Or this is really like somebody new. Now, we do have this eight of hearts with the eight of diamonds. So this feels like these cards are really nice because it's like somebody is very open to something new and they want to work on it. They're saying they have feelings. They're identifying their person as the object of their attention, and they want the new start, right? I am looking out for where this self worth issue comes in. It has to do with this three of clubs, which is waiting rather than maybe acting. It's more like somebody waiting. And we normally wait because we feel like we don't have the self esteem to like stand by our feelings and, like be vulnerable. So let's look at this right here. There is another person here. And what's interesting is that this King of Hearts matches the Queen of Hearts. So you two are like a match. It feels like you're in alignment somehow. However, there is one thing. This Queen of Hearts is saying that, you know what, I'm taking a break from this situation. And I also don't feel like I have received enough of what I need in this situation. So here is this King of Hearts feeling like, okay, I'm ready for the new, I'm ready to work on things. But the misalignment here comes in. Is this partner that they're focusing on ready? You're ready, but are they ready? And it feels like this Queen of Hearts has maybe gone through some things in this situation or gone through some things before this that cause this person to not, it's like it feels emotionally unavailable. It's not that this person is not somebody that would show up for a relationship, like it feels like that's who they are, but it feels like right now they feel drained. They might feel like they need time to like recollect themselves. And with the five of diamonds, it's somebody that maybe doesn't have the, so it almost feels like this king right here could be more excited about the prospect of the new. And for you, Group A, you can tell me who you are. Are you this king or are you this queen? But it feels like somebody is very interested in starting something up and they have the energy to kind of put into this. They're willing the time to put into this. They want to make this work. And this queen here is like not up to that task at this moment. So I'm wondering if it is this person here picks up the one that's ready to start the relationship, picks that maybe this queen isn't ready right now. Somebody here is waiting on the other person to act first. It's almost like a little bit of like timidness. Like, I'm gonna wait until you show me how you feel, and then I'm going to act. I'm not sure who is saying that, so let's clarify a little bit. Why is this king like ready? Okay, it's just somebody that's decided. The same card, eight of diamonds. This is somebody that has decided, I am ready. Okay, I've just made up my mind. Things have aligned for me. Group A, there's somebody here. And for this queen, this is somebody that's saying, actually, I have a lot of plans in place in my life to like make myself more stable, make myself more grounded. And this is somebody that maybe left this connection. So it feels like The self-worth issue here may be in that one person is feeling like they need other things in order to be ready for a relationship. And that's this queen, right? And this king might feel like, I need a partner. I need to be in a relationship to be ready. Either way, both people are like waiting. And I think that has to do with like feeling like you need to like have other things. You need to have achievements. You need to do certain things, have things in place in order to be ready to be in a partnership. And so that is what I'm seeing as the kind of misalignment here is both people are just not on the same timeline. I don't know that. Okay, let's see how this queen feels. All right. I think this is somebody who is just interested in their stability right now, but it's really interesting that you both connect like in the spades and the hearts. So it's telling me that you're both maybe of the same type of mindset, and you're both also like sharing emotions. So it doesn't feel like you're incompatible, group A, with your person. It just feels like your person has a particular goal that they need to meet in life right now. Yeah. Let us see what your person is saying here, group A. So I'm going to just like, whoever is the king, whoever is the queen, these are messages. Actually, you know what would be good is, since we have two people here, clearly, why don't I get for both, just for your case, group A. Um, if you relate to the King of Hearts in this reading, somebody that's ready for a relationship with their person, somebody that wants to work on things, and you just feel like you've come to a decision, this is going to be your what they want to say, what you want to say, right? What you would say to your person. I want to tell you the truth. Okay, so it feels like group A, you if you are the King of Hearts, this person wants to reveal the truth of how they feel. And it says they haven't told you everything. Okay, so this kind of hints at a past between the two of you. And maybe that's why this queen went to pursue other things. All right, so if you relate more to this Queen of Hearts in this reading, um, this is going to be what she wants to say to her person. Reunion. Okay, we will always come back to each other, and commitment. I want you to be a part of my future. This feels like one of the groups I did for the last pick a card. There's one of them that was like the same thing. So if you haven't watched that one, you could last reading, because I think you'll find something there. But this queen is saying, it's not that I am like over with you. It's not that things are done. It's just that I need to take some time to achieve some other things. My intention is that we could be in alignment at some point. We could be committed to each other at some point. And the main thing about this queen here, this person, is that they are interested in commitment. But this is also somebody that wants to achieve certain things in life first. And that kind of makes sense if you're looking at it from like a woman's perspective. If this is a feminine, it's this idea that maybe before you settle down, you want to like get educated, you want to get the job you want to buy or save whatever it is that you have in mind, because if you're commitment minded, you know that once you decide to enter into a relationship, then you do have to make some compromises. You have to like be give more of your time to the connection. And so this is what this queen is saying, is that it's not that we're not going to come together, but right now, um, I just need to like take care of myself a little bit, and reunion is on the table. Um, this king is saying, I need to tell you something. And I guess it's like, with all the energy here, it's like, I have feelings for you. I want to start something new with you, type of thing. Okay. Let's get like advice for you too. I always want to give you guys advice. Ace of clubs, eight of spades. All right. It feels like right now, group A, even though there is a strong like chemistry between the two of you, it's feeling like you're gonna find like right now. I rarely talk about this, but it feels like the universe, or whatever you believe in, is not allowing you two to come together right now, because it feels like both of you have things you have to do. Maybe this king here has to achieve certain things in their life, even though they decided. But this queen has like a certain mission that they have to get things done before they settle down. And it feels like that is what's here. Is the advice could be, even though there is that type of excitement, it's like, it's almost saying like, don't necessarily act on that. It's not enough to sustain this connection. Even though you two have chemistry, you're attracted to each other, all of that's great, but it feels like until you're both like at a point where it's a more substantial type of thing, um there's going to be some blockages that appear in your situation, because you're just not ready. You're not ready you're not at a point where you're ready. So is what I'm getting for you, group A. All right, so I'm gonna get zodiac signs for you here. All right, so who are these people? This is Taurus, Leo. This is Pisces. This is Libra, Aquarius. And this is Scorpio. Okay, so those could be the signs of you and your person in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay, if you're not sure where those things are placed, I'm gonna have a link in the bio or the description box as soon as the live stream ends. All right, so that was your reading, group A. If you feel like this was your reading, you connected to something, please do give a like and subscribe for more. Okay, almost lost a charm here. Okay, all right, so we're gonna move into group B as soon as we clear up. All right, so if you chose group B, this is going to be your reading. And so group B, you are at 1955. All right, so group B, this is your reading. Now, this is a card that you would have chosen, right? I'm always intrigued why people choose certain cards, but this one's interesting. This is a sex card, so it's saying that the way that your approach to sex has shaped itself has a lot to do with your childhood. It has a lot to do with how you saw your mother and father relating, first experiences as well. And it also talks about like a past with trauma or abuse, etc. Now, all of that is complicated, but I'm guessing it is and it talks about mirroring something, mirroring your experiences and also expressing your needs and desires to a romantic partner, like how all of that affects things. All right, that's pretty technical, but I want to see like how this is influencing things, like what's happening, what's the situation, and then we could kind of figure out what's going on in your relationship. This card is the kind of energy between you and your person, like a connection energy or vibe. Jack of spades, six of spades, two of hearts, king of clubs, two of spades, and queen of, this is so interesting. This happened in group A as well. I don't know if you chose group A. Sometimes you can choose two groups. There was a king here in group A and there was a queen here. So, okay, but different suit. Okay. 10 of diamonds. All right. So it kind of feels like you two in this connection, you could be in a commitment. This could be somebody that like you either have been in a commitment, you're considering commitment, or something to do with this, right? With the jack of spades and the king of clubs, this is somebody that I think this is somebody that wants to, like, they want to act on their passions, right? It's as clear as that. It's like, I'm somebody, this king, if this is you, group B, you can see, or if it will be your person, you could be the king or the queen here. This king here wants to act on their passions and they want that to happen fairly quickly. And they could get like kind of antsy about that. This is somebody that if it's not happening in that way, they could get kind of like lose attention or just really like want things to move along really quickly. And so let's see how that happens here, how that works with you two. Six of spades, two of spades. No, I kind of knew that that was going to happen. It's like there is something here where somebody has put up some kind of block. Somebody has decided to move on. It's like maybe they don't want to deal with that. They don't want to address this, or they've said that there is a reason that there is some, I'm not making up my mind about this right now, or we need to wait. That's fair, right? The other somebody, and it might be this person, might be the queen of clubs, right? Which is the counterpart. These two are naturally very attracted to each other, especially this suit, the queen and king of clubs. And this person is saying, the queen is saying, when we are in a partnership, what I want is a partnership, is what this queen is like. Both of them are very strong willed, and they're saying, she's saying, I want a commitment. I want, well, not necessarily a commitment, actually. I don't think that's what she's saying. I think it's more that she's saying, I want us to like declare that we are together. I want it to be you and me, right? With this card, it's normally one person meeting the other person and sharing like a cup in the traditional tarot. So it's like I want you to be my person, basically, is what she's saying. So I don't think she's saying something different. However, this king is, it seems like he's not necessarily saying what he wants. So far, I think I've painted a picture. You can see where you are in this story. Are you the king or are you the queen? Um, and do let me know in the comments. Now, I want to find out more about what they're both thinking, because I can see that because of the basically sex is an issue between the two of you. One person over here wants it to happen really quickly. And it's almost like until that happens, nothing else is on the table. This person over here is saying, and I can understand that, um, I want a partnership. I want you to be my person. That's first. And then because that's not happening, these two, like one person may have, or both may have decided to go their own separate way, put up some blockages. It's almost like being stubborn. It's like until I get my way, I'm not gonna budge. And I think it's both people are saying that. Um, but you know, this is a 10 of diamonds. These two either are meant to be in a commitment or are in a commitment somehow. And the Jack of Clubs is here. I almost feel like both of these people could be very motivated to either work together or to earn money together or to commit to each other, something like this. Yeah, like to, it's like starting a family, but um, headstrong, two headstrong people. All right, I want to find out what this king, like, why is he having this position here? Okay, we got 2 of diamonds and 3 of diamonds. All right, this king here, if this is you, I don't know, or if this is your person, um, this is somebody that says that they like the idea, like how they approach things is they like the idea of juggling between different people or different dynamics before anything else. Like they're gonna have a new beginning, but it does feel like it's almost like they need to like hop around, and this like sex need or urge at this moment is like a part of that, like I need to figure things out through that as well. And that's how I'm going to find out if we work well together, is what they're saying. Like are we compatible? Are we a good team? Are we good partners? Because that is like the foremost thing for me. All right, so this the foremost thing for them to know if they will have a new beginning is what I should have said. This queen, if you identify more as this queen, or you feel like it's your person, this is what they are thinking. Why do they need the 2 of hearts to happen first? 10 of clubs and Jack. Okay, yeah, okay. Queen of clubs here. You know what? I'm going to tell you about your person. If this is your person, or this could be you, is that this is a person that's very sure of themselves. So it's almost like this is an insistent person over here, and this is a very sure person. I know myself. I'm sure of what I'm saying and what I feel. Maybe even someone with high self-esteem, right? This is somebody that's confident in what they're saying. This is somebody that's high self-esteem. So you're not going to get them like backing down. Two of you could be in a situation where it's like you're at loggerheads. You can't come to some kind of decision because each person wants what they want. Yeah. Now, this queen is saying that they know that if they start with the sexual relationship, things can become a burden. And this could come from experience, right? Often people say things because it comes from experience. So it's almost like these two probably need to hear each other, is what I'm saying. Yeah, like she knows herself, right? Like if you are this queen, it's like you know that your person asking for let's get to like sex first, like sexual relationship first, situationship first, is exactly what you know it's going to be. It's going to be a situationship. And because you're clear that you don't want that, that's why you're saying, well, you need to like tell me how you feel first. I need to understand, are we in a partnership first? Are you my person first? And this king, as we said, is more insistent that no, how I figure things out is if we put sex on the table first. So, as we said, your group has the sex card, and so it does feel it's pretty obvious that that is a big issue here. No, so it's a standoff between you and your person. I want to find out like how each of these people feel. Since there are two people here, I'm gonna do that. All right. So how does this king? What does this king want to say to their person? If you are this king, or if this is your person, this is what they're gonna want to say. Okay. All right. So yeah. You know what? I think this queen, if you're that person, knows that this is a kind of runner's tactic. It's this king is saying, I don't want to run anymore. I'm a runner, right? Unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. So it's almost like they're saying like, I don't have to commit first. Like let's not commit first. How I figure out how I commit is the intimacy, right? The sexual part first. And I think that's what your queen, this queen here knows, what you might know, why you're kind of like that's my boundary. Okay, what does this queen want to say to their person? If that's you, shadow side, you made me realize my flaws, and unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the way things were going. All right, so it feels like this queen is saying, okay, I own up to the things that went wrong here, or the things that I did wrong. So there is some kind of like compliance or giving to each other, but she's also saying I wasn't happy the way things were going. So it kind of feels like, as I said, there's a six of spades. So you two might not be talking or taking a break from each other, or one person has moved on to a connection or something else, just moved on from the relationship. And yeah, that is, it seems like, why both people not really getting to what they want in this situation. Yeah. Okay. So I want to draw your zodiac signs. I hope I haven't lost any of these. Okay. For group B, this could be you or your person in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. All right. We have Gemini. We have Capricorn. We have Taurus. We have Cancer. We have Aries. We have Virgo. Is this Virgo? Virgo. We have Libra. Okay, so those are the signs, that zodiac signs that came out for you or your person, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. All right, so if that was you, Group B, This is your reading, and if you found something that you like, please do give a thumbs up. And of course, consider subscribing as well. All right, we're going to move on to Group C now. All right, Group C, here we go for you. All right, it's interesting so far. Like, kind of like these cards for this reading. It gives like very different outcomes. Okay, so Group C is 3615. Okay, all right. So Group C, your card is the siblings card, and it talks about how in our childhood and the way we are in our family, especially when it comes to like the way our parents related to us, and also how they related to your siblings, sets up a, some kind of like dynamic that follows us through life until we become aware of it. So for example, was there like an encouragement or of like envy and jealousy, or was there like sharing as opposed to conflict and aggression? Like those things set us up for how we interact with people today. And so it feels like that could be something at play in our relationships. That's really the big part is it plays a major role in how we form and maintain relationships throughout our life. All right, so let's see. What is at play in your connection or your relationship, Group C? Oop, okay. Seven of clubs with the two of clubs, six of clubs, five of clubs, ace of spades, eight of spades. Okay, that is interesting. Okay, your reading, Group C, seems very different because just by casual glance, you don't have any people cards, and you also have all black cards. Okay, a lot of clubs energy, which is like wands. All right, so the first thing is that it does feel like with this ace of clubs that there is excitement, there's attraction in your situation. It feels new. It feels like, ooh, that's nice. It's like somebody that you like, maybe someone from the past that you've been passionate about. It's also feeling like soulmate energy, like I met my soulmate type of thing. That's really cool. I'm wondering if it's like somebody that feels like family with this siblings card. It's like you feel close to me. You feel like somebody that I've known before, type of thing. That feeling that can come from people who seem aligned with us. All right, so let's get into it. You have the seven of clubs with the five of clubs. This to me feels like, ooh, we start here with some kind of like defenses up. What is going on? This was such a nice like initial start. So okay, it's attraction is what it's telling me, but their defenses And there's this kind of like resistance energy, aggression energy, almost like instigating the other person, being defensive towards the other person, competing with them. I'm wondering if for group C, somebody in this dynamic, I don't know if it's you, group C, or your person, but it feels like the way that you related to your siblings could have been like more um like rough house play like heavy play, or like you do like pranks, or like even if there was actual animosity between you and your siblings. So it feels like now the way that you approach love is in this way. I don't know if that's the track I'm going on, but two of clubs with the ace of diamonds feels like, because that's how you guys started, you could be on the receiving end of this for sure. This could be like you saying that happened to me, but it almost feels like because of that, it's almost like the intentions weren't clear, or they were clear. Somebody had clear intentions. They wanted to like have some kind of win here, or almost like push past certain barriers. I don't know what this eight of diamonds is. What is this eight of spades? Sorry. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm seeing group C. Somebody in this connection, it's like the way they approach connections is in not in a very kind of like soft, romantic type of way. It's like they see almost like getting into connections as some kind of like victory or win. And like we have to like do all the antics, and we have to do all the like things. We have to like tease. You might get a lot of teasing. We have to like rough play. We have to like get really like worked up. Like there's people like that, that they, when they're attracted to somebody, that it becomes like this big, flirtatious, playful, and sometimes for some people, if you were just passing them, you would think, oh, these two are like having a fight or something, right? I've seen that before. You have couples where they are literally going at it. And it feels to me like, why am I saying all of this? There's a lot of like adversarial energy, like conflict energy that would normally look like conflict, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like somebody here was really attracted to somebody else in this situation, and their goal was, you know what, I'm just gonna like push my way into getting together with you. And so they did everything that they could think of. They were defensive, they were competitive, they they created fights, arguments. They were clear. They wanted to like, they had the goal. I want to get with my person. But all that's here is a lot of like almost like fight energy in a way. It's like they had to like fight their way into this connection. And I don't know how the other person received that. Let me see how group C, I don't know group C if that's you or if that's your person, but okay, let's see group C. How did group C receive this? Four of spades. Okay. Group C, you could have found this very frustrating or draining. You could have felt like, well, I need to take a, this person is pushing me away. And I think it comes right back to this card that we started with, the siblings card. It's like, how do we understand love, or giving love, or receiving love? Because it has a lot to do with how we grew up, right? And so, like, I was talking to some people at work the other day, and we realized that, like, some of us had, like, grew up with brothers, and some of us grew up with, like, sisters only. And you could really see it in the personality of people. Like, a house with only sisters, um, is like the person is like a lot softer, they're like more sensitive. And a house with like only like boys in it, just by the nature of things, there's a lot of like those people are like more like out there, and they're more like pushful in things. And I think it has to do with what we're seeing here. So, Group C, I don't know if there's some misunderstanding between you and your person, but it feels like they were trying to show love, to show interest, and actually, mainly, they're trying to show how attracted they are to you. They're trying to like show how much they cared and wanted to like be in connection with you. And it's like the tools they had was to have this type of energy of like um rough housing, playful, overly playful. I don't want to say overly, it's just relative, right? But their goal is like, I'm gonna find my way into this relationship or connection with Group C. And it feels like you could have received it, Group C, as a little bit of a threat or something. Ooh, let's see. Yeah, yeah, you could have felt like, hold on, like this person is like, why are they behaving like that? I have to put up walls. I have to you could feel like they were, I think you're feeling like they were deceptive, or they had some kind of strategy. You could have maybe read this in a way that, I'm not saying you're wrong, but their intention was to show attraction. And it feels like you read it as um, this person's doing something that is malicious in a way, or deceptive, because like I kind of feel, Group C, that you knew they were attracted to you, but like, why are they doing all of these things? Could have been the question you had. What is your person here? This person. I think I'm nailing this down as your person that was doing this, Group C. Yeah, yeah, yes. I think your person here, Group C. This card for me, I'm glad I used this deck. To me, is like crazy new beginning, is what I see it as, right? Because it's the Joker and it's the Fool card energy, and it's like, look at the card. It's like, yeah, we're really like worked up, we're excited. It feels like the same energy as this Five of Clubs here. It's like we're gonna get really excited about this situation. And this person also could have done things that were like a bit of a power play, strategic. So you weren't off when you felt like, why is this person like doing scheming or planning or whatever like that? But it's almost like they don't know how else to go about showing their attraction. All right. So I can see the misunderstanding, but in a way, I'm just gonna pause here and give maybe a little bit of advice. If you are Group C's person, you have to be sensitive in how your person responds. You have to see how somebody responds. And maybe the best thing is to say to them, okay, I'm doing this because I'm really interested in you and I don't know how else to like show it. But here's the thing, I guess the type of person that does this type of thing, doesn't actually know how to just say, I'm attracted to you. So I don't know. Group C, that was what your person was after, is like they wanted some kind of big new beginning that was like exciting. Yes, Eight of Clubs as well. Look at that with the Two of Hearts. Your person could have looked at you at the beginning and said, I like her a lot, I like him a lot, I like them a lot. I quite like them more than like, is what I'm getting. This person was very drawn to you and they didn't know how else to express it. There's big Sagittarius energy here. I'm guessing your person could have had Sagittarius as well as Aries. I get Aries and Sagittarius a lot, and there's Leo energy here, in a lot of Leo actually in the cards. And there's something I've said in other readings, which certain zodiac signs show up differently at different times. So if you're more fire, you'll show up in this fiery way, which a lot of people don't understand this as fiery, but it is that way. It's like I have to fight for something. I have to like be out there and have to compete and have to be seen by my person. Um, is this kind of fire energy? And if you're more like if your person is more group C, if you are more like water or earth, which often doesn't understand fire sign energy a lot, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, it can feel like at odds, right? Because the water signs want the like fantasy, the emotion, the softness, that type of thing, the sensitivity. And the earth signs want stability and consistency and showing like truthfulness, like they want those things. So that's often how you get this type of rift happening in your connections. Group C, all right. So I'm going to get to, it feels like a misunderstanding between you and your person, but maybe it's a bit of like you understanding them and them understanding they have to like maybe tone that down for you a bit. All right, let's see how your person feels. Group C. Your person says, I miss our inside joke. So they miss you right now. They're saying, like, you're irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. Okay, this person is like in serious missing energy. Um, Group C, what would you say to your person now? Confusion. I feel unclear about where we stand. And missed opportunity. I didn't act when I should have. Um, so again, I don't know if I'm guessing that, as I said, that your person and you, there was attraction, right? There's Ace of Clubs, attraction energy. You two like hit it off or could have hit it off, but things went awry because it feels like the energies were mismatched or misunderstanding. One of you is saying, I am reminiscing. Group C, you're saying you're not sure what happened here. Where do we stand? No. And you feel like there was a real chance for you two to make it, but somehow it didn't work out that way. So it does feel like unfinished business type of thing here. So I'm gonna get advice for y'all. All right, 5 of diamonds, 4 of spades, 9 of spades. And I have to bring this in. This is the Ace of Diamonds. There is, before you had like the attraction energy, now there is an opportunity energy. Look at that. New love, new opportunity type of energy, right? Um, your person here, they, it's not about your person actually. It's between the two of you. It's, you two are missing each other and you two know that you're separated to almost like recalibrate, to figure yourselves out. And now there is, you're both overthinking, you're both anxious because, as I said, one of you is confused, one is reminiscing. You do miss each other. And it does feel like it's like, what happened here? This could have been a connection that happened really quickly. And then you're like, what happened? So that's what I'm seeing is that it's more than advice. It's more like telling us where you guys are at now. You're missing. You need a bit of time to repair things with yourself and with the other person. And there is like overthinking. We need to maybe get out of our heads and more communicate. It feels like. All right, group C, that was your very interesting reading. I'm going to get the zodiac signs for both of you now. So, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for you or your person. Leo. I told you there was like Leo in the energy. Ooh, what's that? Sagittarius. Yeah, I called that one. Sagittarius. Taurus. Okay, I can see that. Pisces. Yes, I was saying there's like fire, earth, and water type of energy. Virgo. Gemini. Okay. Why did I look? Is there another one? No. All right. So these are your signs for you and or your person in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And you can check out all that info in the links I'm going to put in the live stream description box after we end. All right, so this was the reading for today. Thank you for joining and sticking it through. And I'd love to have you here on another reading. All right, take care. Please do give a thumbs up if you liked it all. See you next time.